everybody, this is Kim. Welcome back. I'm really glad you're here. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. If you're one of my subscribers, I really thank you for continuing to visit and watch the videos. Anyways, I would love to talk today about an article that I read. I just found it so, it was eye-opening. It was very interesting. DoorDash versus Amazon. Can they possibly compete? Did you even know they were trying to compete? I never really thought about this. So, anyways, yeah, this is really good stuff. So before I forget, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so I found an article this afternoon on the Motley Fool website, basically called "Can DoorDash Take on Amazon?" It caught my attention, so of course I read it. And without just reading the whole article to you, I'm going to try to summarize it. But you really should read it. I'm going to put the link in my video description. I found it really eye-opening and interesting. This is the link, but I will also put it in the description so you don't need to write it down or anything. So it's called "Can DoorDash Take on Amazon?" by Jeremy Bowman on the Motley Fool website, dated 6/30/2021. The article states that DoorDash currently has 57% of the restaurant delivery universe, according to the Bloomberg second measure. And Uber Eats comes in second at 21%. They said that the reason DoorDash rose to the top was because it focused on the needs of the restaurants rather than only the customers. They weren't just trying to save the customers money, they were also allowing restaurants to increase sales and reach more customers. They focused on chain restaurants in the suburbs where delivery wasn't as readily available. This was a smart thing to do, actually. So the pandemic food delivery boom. After the pandemic surge, no doubt the business model is viable. They say that DoorDash is on track to generate close to $40 billion in gross order value this year and about $4 billion in revenue. The article said that they expect to be profitable on an adjusted EBITDA basis. And revenue tripled during the pandemic, which is incredible. What is the EBITDA? I had no idea, so I looked it up. Stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. It's an earnings metric that does not account for all the different ways a company uses their debt, equity, cash, or other sources to finance its operation. It supposedly puts everyone on an equal playing field, and it's just one way that they use to evaluate businesses. Anyways, so now revenue has tripled during the pandemic up here, and now they have moved into retail too. We all know this, of course. But this was an interesting little excerpt from a recent shareholder letter that I thought you'd find interesting. This is from DoorDash's management. We believe the transition towards omni-channel local commerce will be a decades-long transformation that remains extremely early in its life cycle. In Q1 of 2021, we made tremendous progress in building the tools to enable this transition and growing the scale of our platform. So, yeah, I found that interesting. Anyways, retail too. So DashPass was created back in 2018, which works a lot like Amazon Prime. DoorDash seems to be borrowing ideas from Amazon. Restaurant delivery is suited for quick delivery, but now that DoorDash has the digital infrastructure in place to support instant delivery and the millions of Dashers already ready to deliver, scaling into retail isn't difficult. In fact, they've already started. As we know that as Dashers, we're delivering. Well, we're not all of us accept those deliveries, but we're being offered deliveries for retail. Grocery stores, drugstores, drugstores, hardware stores, pet stores, and more. There's tons of potential growth there. In the first quarter of 2021, this new general merchandise market is only about 7% of all DoorDash orders. But they say that it grew 40% over the fourth quarter of 2020. Because I don't even think they were doing many. I remember getting Macy's a lot over the holidays. They were a huge pain, so I only did one. But now, yeah, there's a lot of different retail stores. I get tire store offers, which is really never gonna do that one. But there's a lot of different things that DoorDash is trying to get into to have us deliver. Anyways, so customers want fast delivery of their items, and retailers see that they can compete with Amazon's quick delivery by using a service like DoorDash. So the retailers don't have to have their own delivery platform. They just have to allow their customers to use DoorDash to deliver the items, and they can get it, within an hour or whatever. Versus Amazon, they can't do it that fast. It's like the next day. Oh my God, we're getting so used to this whole instant gratification thing. I remember we used to have to wait a week for something to come, and that was fast. Yeah, now if it doesn't come in a day or two, you're like, what's taking so long? Now if DoorDash is going to be delivering items, you can get it really quick. So as long as DoorDash pays enough, that's a whole other story. Anyways, this was not my opinion. Like I said, I took all this information from that article, Can DoorDash Take on Amazon by Jeremy Bowman on the Motley Fool website, June 30th, 2021. I really suggest you read the entire article. It was very interesting. He had an interesting perspective. Anyways, it made sense to me. This is probably the direction DoorDash has been planning all along. It makes sense now. I didn't understand why they added so many retailers and why there was this push to deliver all these other strange things. They want to compete with Amazon. As a Dasher, I'm not interested in retail delivery. I'm also not interested in becoming a DoorDash employee. I have a full-time job, a great job. I do this on the side for extra money only, DoorDashing. I love the flexibility to work if and when I want. And if I don't want to work, I don't have to, and who cares? I don't want to be an employee. But I bet it won't be long until this whole gig worker, as we see it now, will no longer exist. Companies like DoorDash will need to hire employees to ensure that all orders get delivered. As we know, the low pay offers don't get accepted by many Dashers right now. So there are things that probably don't get delivered. And for DoorDash to be successful, they need to find a way to get every order delivered. So I think they're going to have to, I don't know how else they would do it. I think they're going to have to just bite the bullet and have employees. So an employee that is hourly or salary or whatever, and they'll have to supply them vehicles and turn it into more of an Amazon, UPS, FedEx type thing, where you show up for your shift, you take your piles of deliveries and go deliver them. That's my opinion, of course. If Dashers were employed and being paid by the hour, not driving their own vehicles, it wouldn't matter what the delivery was. More like Amazon drivers, they just pick up the items and deliver them. They get paid the same no matter what's in the box. I really think that's the direction that DoorDash will need to go to make this work. I don't think the current way that Dashers now are treated and the independent contractor model will work unless they start paying more. Hey, they're going to be profitable now, right? They said so. Maybe they will pay us more. Maybe the base pay will go up. I doubt it, but Yeah. Anyways, there we go. That was what I learned from that article. What's your opinion? Do you think that DoorDash can compete with Amazon? Wow, that's a big step there. Do you believe that retail is the future of DoorDash? Would you become an employee of DoorDash if that's the directions things go? Do you believe that DoorDash is going to be successful at retail delivery? Right now it's only 7% of deliveries. What happens when it's a larger percentage? Do you take the retail deliveries as is? Do you mind them? Do you, they have the deliveries where you just pick up something and take it, like, the Petco or whatever. You don't have to shop for the items. But imagine if they made all these retail deliveries where you had to actually go in and shop for the items and then deliver it. Now, that would take a long time. I personally don't like the shopping deliveries. I just think it takes a lot of extra time and you really don't get compensated for that time. I would rather just pick up a bag of food from the restaurant and take it. I just think it's faster and easier. I have done several Walgreens and CVS if there's only 1 or 2 items. But I'll only do it if it pays enough and the driving distance is not too far. But I find that it takes time because not only do you have to wait in line at the store to pay for the items, but if there's something that they don't have, you have to communicate with the customer and find out if they want a substitution, etc. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know how the Instacart people do it. I don't know. I don't know how they make enough money doing that. It seems like it would take so long. Anyways, I went off on a tangent there. Sorry. So please comment below and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. I found it really interesting. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Thanks so much for visiting my channel, and we'll see you next time.